This place takes me back. Remember St. Patty's Day, 1982?
I would highly suggest not climbing the drain pipe. Perhaps I could be of use instead? A bracing climb, but I am unsure of the purpose.
I traveled up the mountain of glass to the man who looks down upon high. But he sent me away, he gave me a pass. So now I drink coffee and sigh. I saw a pink Do you mind? Can't you see Wait, Mondana? Is that you?
Yes?
Wow, it's been a while, huh?
I am unsure. Do I know you?
Yeah. Don't you remember Havana, 1592?
I must be GI'd. Calliope?
That's me.
You seem changed.
Yeah, you could say that. I'm gonna sit down. Come join me. We've got like a billion things to catch up on.
That was unexpected. An old friend, of a sort. It has been a long time. That was Calliope. She is a muse.
Really? I've read lots of stories, but never actually met one.
Muses are ancient creatures. They can tap into the creation energy of the universe. Very dangerous when summoned. But Calliope seems different, changed, not quite herself. I am eager to speak with her again.
I still can't believe it. Of all the times, of all the places. You still with the Unavowed?
Yes, it is good to see you again.
Right back at you. You haven't changed a bit.
That may be, but you have.
Yeah, you could say that. I lost my power.
Really?
Yup. Poof. Gone. I'm not a muse anymore.
How did that happen?
Some guy took it. Hey, you should order a cappuccino. They draw these little heart shapes with the milk. It's amazing. Hiya, I'm Calliope, although I mostly go by Callie these days. You kidding? Back in Havana, she saved the entire colony.
All I did was cut a painting in half.
Yeah, a cursed painting, one that I inspired the artist to paint.
That was not your fault, Calliope.
Tell that to the soldiers who went insane after looking at it. The creative force is powerful when used by people who don't understand it. I'm glad I'm done with it. It's open mic night. I'm open micing. Been spending all my time taking in the local art scenes. This is my way of giving back. Giving back to the creative force, trying to balance the scales. I'm not really good at it, but the point is to try. And freeform poetry is fun. Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems. For some reason, fewer people come here than they used to. So I have the place to myself.
How odd. Calliope seemed so joyful.
And this is a problem? I'm sorry about Kalash. For what it's worth, I miss him too.
He died as he lived, defending this city.
Come on, he was your father. It's okay to mourn him.
I have shed enough tears. I will finish what he started.
Well,
Good evening to you. You folks seem to be lost. Maybe I can help. I knew it. You're walking the streets in the rain, and yet you stopped to talk to an old man at the side of the road. Nobody with a destination in mind would do that.
That was well deduced.
No, I just read people. It's the old artist in me, I suppose. Me? Oh, I was a painter. The past tense, I'm afraid. My muse has long since left me. So now I sit here and talk to fine folks like you. I'm just an old artist watching the world go by. I doubt I'd be any help to you. But if you'd like to stop a while and talk, I wouldn't say no. For you, perhaps, I'm quite cozy here, and you meet the most interesting people in the rain. Folks like yourself, for example. Pleasure. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Stanley Bates.
Got some wet ones here, Chipman.
Huh? Oh, hey. Welcome and stuff.
Jesus, Chipman. Wasn't for me, you wouldn't sell anything. Evening, folks. I know. Chipman's got the art bug. Guess you gotta know your market. The food's still the best, though. Can't argue with quality. I just wish he'd, focus. Best in the city. Try him. Seriously. Chipman's an artist. A real one. Rainbows or no rainbows. Not that anyone would know it. The guy knows nothing about promoting himself. Stay dry out there.
Huh? Oh, hey, you want something? I'm kind of busy. I am serving you? What more do you want?
Hey, Chipman, you got paying customers. You want to stay open or what?
Fine. Sorry.
I swear to God, you'd be on the street if it weren't for me.
I get it. Yeesh. Anyway, what can I do for you guys? I'm fine. I'm working. What else can a guy want? Nobody gets it. This is just the way it has to be, okay? Take it or leave it. Sure, here you go. That'll be $5. Just eat it slow, okay? And think about it while you eat it. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine. Sure, bye.
Colored bagels, flavored bagels, scooped out bagels with weird filling. Whatever happened to just buying a plain old bagel?
They smelled delicious.
That's...
Eli, I must apologize to you.
Looking good there, Junie.
No, it's not right yet.
Of course it isn't. Hey, nice to see you. I'm not the only crazy one out here tonight. Well, at least I've got a reason. I'm only out here because the little boss here wants to draw. Little June here got inspired. What can I say? I tell her no and she screams all night. So I give her a half hour and we're both happy. Besides, she has a talent. I need to encourage it. Somebody else is gonna.
She's a lucky little girl. You're a good mother.
Darn right I am. It's been 2 hours, I think. I'm sure June will get tired any minute. Nice to meet you. I'm May Stein. See you around. If you guys want to do any more chatting in the rain, feel free.
You have called and I have answered, but I feel no creative desire within your soul. Inspiration will not help you. Help me? I don't understand. I don't require anything. Now what do you want? What do you mean? Stay back.
Was that? Yes, that was Calliope. It could be no one else.
The lady from the poetry club? They sound like different people.
I am positive. It was Calliope, the way she used to be. You have recovered? Good. Let us move forward.
Don't you think it's time we head home, Junebug?
5 more minutes.
Fine. 5 more minutes. Hey. It was some kind of performance art, wasn't it? Someone put together an altar in the middle of the night and then lit themselves on fire. Well, it wasn't real, was it? I mean, it couldn't have been. They did it in the middle of the night where no one could see it. If you're gonna make a spectacle, you want people to see it. That's what everyone's saying anyway. Someone put it all together as some kind of statement. You know, before June was born, I might have been able to tell you. But these days, I leave the art critique to the people with more time on their hands. See you around.
The colors. Green, blue, and red. Hey, just a sec. Hey, I didn't notice this before, but are you a fire mage?
Yeah? Why?
I knew it. You ever hear of Alden? He was a fire mage too.
Yeah, I heard of him. He was my great-grandfather.
Oh, you look exactly like him. I hope you are nicer than he was.
I'd like to think I am.
Oh. Was gonna say, because he was kind of evil-ish, you know?
Yeah, I know.
What's up? Not personally, but I was summoned by the survivor of a village he destroyed. He wanted to write of his experience, as a warning to others, but he was scared. He couldn't muster up the inspiration to start writing.
And you helped with that?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda?
He kept reliving the murder of his family over and over in his mind, and in the end, he threw himself into the sea.
Jesus.
It happens. The creative force can destroy some people. I'm glad I'm done with it. You did? You don't look like the guy I met. He was about your height, had your hair color, and had kind of your build, but nope, definitely wasn't you.
He is wearing a veil, Calliope. If you cannot see past it, then you really are mundane.
Yep, I'm mundane as mud. But if it was really you, then I suppose I have you to thank. For real? You did me a favor. 3,000 years and I never once enjoyed a thing. Not a song, not a poem, not a story, not even food. I could inspire them all, but they did nothing for me. I can't even remember the last time I smiled. I kinda like the feeling. I think I'm gonna do it a lot. So, keep my power. You took it, you keep it. I'm happy where I am. I saw it, so full of anguish. I could feel the desperation pouring from every rivet and nail. Yeah, Muse, remember? I can sense these things.
I thought you lost your powers.
So, if you lost the ability to fight, you'd still know how to fight, right?
That is true.
Same with me. I know how art works. I know what feelings went into them. And that sculpture, none of those feelings were nice. Anything that was created by anybody else, it leaves an imprint. I can still see them. Nope. Please stop asking that. Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems. Ooh, was this made by Clay Chipman? I've been meaning to go to his shop. May I? Oh my god, this is so good. Excuse me, that was strange. This bagel wasn't made by Clay Chipman. Not entirely.
Are you positive? We watched him bake it.
No, his hands made it, but the process, it was inspired by me. That's impossible. I did. And I've never met the guy, but that bagel tasted like my own power. I had it for over 3,000 years. It couldn't be anything else.
So your power now belongs to Clay Chipman?
No, muses can't create, remember? He was inspired by someone with my power. Oh well, good luck to whoever it is. I don't want it anyway. Yup, sucks to be them. Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems.
You got any more of those raspberry ones, Chipman?
Sure. Give me a few minutes.
Best donuts in the city, this guy. Evening, folks. Seriously, where have you been? Some idiot set himself on fire, built some weird metal altar to do it on, too. The weird thing? He did it in the middle of the night. No witnesses. Some poor jogger found him the next morning. Pretty sure. Forensics checked it all out. He set the fire himself. Of course, now it makes the guy some kind of local folk hero.
Folk hero?
Yeah, the folks who live here, they think it's some kind of, I don't know, artistic statement or whatever. But you ask me, he was just a nut. Sorry, but why are you so interested? Case. You stand an island, huh? Well, you need to go through official channels if you want more info. Sorry, a beat cop like me could get into trouble if I spilled. I don't know, what else could it be? This friggin' neighborhood draws them in like flies in honey.
Draws what in?
Artists. They've been coming out of the woodwork, causing all sorts of trouble. Forget the drug dealers. It's the artists you gotta worry about. You have no idea. Just last week, in this very spot, I had to drag some guy out in cuffs. There was this writer on his laptop. His battery ran out of juice. So he freaked, smashed his laptop against the table, then started punching people. I wish I could say it was an isolated incident, but it's been happening all over the neighborhood. Stay dry out there.
What? I mean, what can I do for you? Someone died? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. I don't know, it just came to me. You experience food with more than just taste, you know. It's important to be aware of that. It just is, okay? You don't have to get it, just enjoy it. No? I mean, maybe, who knows? You can get inspired by lots of things subconsciously.
Let me guess, the blue and red lox and chive cream cheese bagel was inspired by me.
Sure, whatever. Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine. Sure, bye.
Good evening to you. Yes, I've seen it. The neighborhood used to house quite a vibrant community of artists. They're all gone now. They got priced out, or they got kicked out, or they died out. I thought I'd be the only one left. But now, look around. The real heart and soul of Brooklyn is coming back. And it is magnificent. You mean the sculpture that was erected in the middle of the night? Magnificent, isn't it? Art that just appears for seemingly no reason. That kind of thing just doesn't happen anymore. It does this old heart good to see it. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I have not given it much thought. But the energy it brings, the vibrant life, this world can use more of that, let me tell you. I heard. Fascinating.
Fascinating. A curious choice of words.
Oh, it is. Why there? Why in the middle of the night? The act of immolation is violent, painful. One doesn't do that to themselves unless they want to make a statement. And yet, it was done in the middle of the night. Nobody could see or hear him. So yes, I'd call that fascinating. What was the man trying to say? We'll never know. As I said, we'll never know. The man was inspired. We never know where it comes from or why it comes. It just is. And that's all we can say about any artistic act. It just is.
How about I take a picture of this to show your dad?
No, it's not right yet. Just 5 more minutes.
Okay, for real this time.
The leather appears burnt, quite severely.
Oh, burnt. Is that all? Not sure what you want me to do there. I'm not sure what you're trying to do there.
I fail to see the purpose of that.
Not sure what you want me to do there. What can I do you for? I'll do my best. What did you have in mind? Sure, let's take a look. This looks like a sketchbook. Whoever this belonged to, they drew the same 2 people over and over again.
2 people?
A woman and a child. I think it's the same pair we saw outside the park.
I see. I only hope the artist's intentions were benign.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I messed up. Need to start over.
Oh, for 5 more minutes. Then we need to get home.
On closer inspection, there is a small crack in the wall here. The hand of the angel, indeed. This should prove useful. It appears to be some sort of jewelry in the form of a horse.
on, Juninator. It's way past your bedtime.
5 more minutes.
Okay, 5 more minutes, and I mean it this time. Hey. It's been 2 hours, I think. I'm sure June will get tired any minute. You have this book?
Well, no. Not exactly. But we've seen it.
Who gave it to you?
I, don't know his name exactly.
Then I, don't know what you're talking about. Never seen it before.
That is a falsehood. Your initials are inscribed on the charm.
You calling me a liar?
Yes.
Sweetie, Mama's gonna step over there for a minute. You stay here, okay? Shit, god damn it.
Hey, you alright?
Do I look alright? Take that stupid thing back to him. I don't want it. I don't want him.
You misunderstand. He did not give this to us. It was hidden. Enshrined, one might say.
Enshrined. Of course it fucking was. Nobody does creepy like Amos Fennel. Does he worship it? Pray to it?
We honestly don't know. We just know something weird is going on. And your friend might be in the center of it.
He scares me. He's not right in the head. To be honest, I think he's the guy who burned himself in the park.
You do?
I didn't think it was real. It was easy to pretend it wasn't, but it's a pure Amos Fennel move. It's exactly like him to do something like that. Now, to make a big idiotic statement and scare the hell out of me at the same time. I suppose he's gone now. That's good, I guess.
I know it's hard, especially in front of the kid, but we need to know everything you can tell us.
Fine, I guess. It doesn't matter now, does it? Amos used to be a good guy. An artist, creative, really, really funny. June loved him, but then he moved in with us, and then he started getting obsessive.
Obsessive? Not in a devoted husband and father way, I imagine.
No, he started drawing pictures of us. It was sweet at first, but he wouldn't stop. Every scrap of paper, every surface, the walls, the floor, everything. I blamed that teacher of his.
Teacher?
Yeah, old Stan Bates around the block. Amos was fine before he started taking lessons with him. I mean, how crazy is it to draw obsessively and never stop for a break? Few hours? Why? Oh, look, I don't like that tone. June is fine. She isn't like him. Now, if you'll excuse me. Could you leave us alone, please?
Good evening to you. Amos Fennel. No, doesn't ring a bell.
He's the guy who set fire to himself in the park.
I see. No, I've not heard of him. Student? I'm no teacher. Who told you this?
May Stein. She used to date Amos.
Wait, that name sounds familiar. She has a young daughter, a budding little artist type?
That's right.
Aha, now I remember. Amos, huh? He gave me a different name when he came to see me. What is there to tell? Like many young artists, he was struggling, trying to find inspiration. So he would come and speak to me. He spoke about his lover. He was quite smitten. I encouraged him to channel that love. We later spoke about his heartbreak after they separated. I encouraged him to channel that as well. I hope I did some good.
I know what fire can do to people. There's nothing good about it.
He channeled his feelings into a work of art. How many can say the same? I call that a triumph. This neighborhood needs more of that. Well, what would you call it?
The man was obviously disturbed. Nobody in their right mind would do something like that.
I would hardly consider it a call for celebration.
Perhaps you were both correct. Perhaps it doesn't matter. Art speaks different words to different people, and the art of Amos spoke louder than most. I know the child. She walks down this block on her way home from school. She's shown me some of her pictures. Quite a budding talent. I'm happy to encourage her. You mean Clay Chipman? I see him every morning. His shop is not exactly out of my way. He feels frustrated, often. He desires to say something, but all he knows is baking. As I always tell him, sometimes the artist doesn't choose the medium chooses you. Anyone who chooses to speak with me, I'm usually here in this spot. I'm always willing to chat. I'm a what?
I should have seen it. We all should have seen it.
What are you talking about?
This neighborhood, all the extreme bursts of creativity, it all centers around you.
Me? I'm nobody. Just a washed-up artist. My muse is left.
Of course you don't have a muse. You are a muse.
Are you insane? Or am I? Complicated things are often quite simple.
The reverse is often true as well. But perhaps we should discuss this off the street.
Yes, of course. Please, come in. You must be soaking. Well, here we are. Is something the matter? Some 30-odd years. Why?
30 years? This place doesn't look terribly lived in.
I admit, as I've gotten older, I've enjoyed life's little pleasures less and less. So I've sold a few things. Things that I no longer need.
Yes, a muse can inspire art, but cannot appreciate it.
I see. I understand. I admit I have been feeling different. I just thought I was getting old.
Don't worry. We can fix this. It's kind of our thing.
Wait, do you want to cure me? That hardly matters, not in the grand scheme of things. Sure, I get no pleasure from a painting or a book or even food, but giving artists inspiration, artists like Amos, like June, like Clay, that gives me immense satisfaction.
Amos killed himself. June and Clay are working themselves to death. Whatever power you have, it's out of control.
Their deaths carry more meaning than their lives ever will. For years, I've seen the city turn its collective back on the art community, replacing us with bland corporate chains. Now we can reverse it. Go back to the way things were. And you want to stop it? I don't believe you want that. You can't want that. Let me prove it to you. I have a simple question for you. May I ask it? I'm here. I'm part of the creative force that surrounds you. Now please, I've answered your question. Will you answer mine? Thank you. My question is simple. What are you feeling right now? Nothing. Nothing at all. Pardon me if I seem skeptical. We are emotional beings. You must be feeling something. So I ask again, what are you feeling? Yes, you do seem slightly tetchy. Could I ask why? I'm sorry. You've suffered much, gone through so many changes. It must be difficult to make sense of it all. Anger can be a powerful source of energy, but you need to channel it. You cannot let it control you. You must dig deep, connect with it, bring it to the surface. This is the power of the creative force. It's the greatest gift we as humans are given, but it must be used. If ignored, it could do unimaginable harm.